Hello, today we are going to see the fourth experiment of web technology. Today we have to create a web page using HTML5 and CSS3. We have four sections basically in this web page. First one is to have a fixed background image for the whole website with a navigation bar with these text properties which is supposed to be applied. Then we have banner. We have an image background for the banner with these properties, and we are using linear gradient to start from the left or right to put it as transparent and the color one. Then we have a second section in which we have our family members. We have our photos in which we have rounded corners image with hover effects. These are the effects that we are supposed to give: box shadow, border radius. Then we have our fourth section as my favorites, in which we have table. In table we have these properties of hover image, and then we use nth child and nth child odd, nth child of even properties to highlight hover images. So basically this is how our page is supposed to look. The first section we have our navigation bar, a fixed background followed by this banner which has a fixed background image with linear gradient properties and image. Then third one is a family members, in which we have images of our family members followed by some text over it. We use floating properties. We have, for image, we have shadow effects, hover effects. So when we move our cursor towards a particular image, it gets highlighted. Our fourth part is our favorite. In this we have food, and whenever we move our mouse to a particular row, it should get highlighted. For this we use hover effect with nth odd or nth even. So let's see how the code looks. So starting with the CSS properties, we are supposed to attach a CSS file here. For that we use link reference, that is style sheet of type text of CSS. The reference is new.css. This is the name of the file which we are giving. So in this we have, for the first part of our page, we have a navigation bar. So for that I have a class of div, and inside I have OL. I'm using ordered list, but then for removing all the things, we have text decoration as none, so all the 1, 2 or ABC, everything gets removed. Display is inline. So for division, inside division we have OL, and inside OL we have LI. So for that we are using float property. We are setting the height, the text alignment to be set at center, and then we have font size at 30, and then we remove all the margin. We have only padding for top, giving space for the top elements. And then we have a font family, the font weight, then the color which we are using. And then for RGBA is the alpha value for the color which we give, which gets highlighted. And then we have hover effect over the navigation bar, which is fixed. We also have fixed background image. We have the URL as blue, there is an image, and then we have, I'm just repeating the image which is supposed to be attached at fixed positions. Then for the second part of our page, we have another background image which is set as fixed and which has no repeat. Inside we have linear gradient, in which we put image in the right side of the page. We have 2 pixels of dashed line in between of, we have set the width, we have given the color, and we have written CSS skill under the image. Then we have in the left side we have again linear gradient, which is to the right border, in which I am giving my name, highlighting this is the profile of d.polvin Java. And then again at the right side we have linear gradient to the right, to the right, and then we have padding set, and we are showing web developer. This is our second part in the page. Now for the third part, we have our family members, in which I am giving my father's name, my mother next, and my brother. We describe about them, and I am using a class just division 3 and division 4. Division 3 and division 4 are basically nothing but to give a font size and to show the differences between them, to bold them, to show the text as bold, and to highlight it. That is all. And then again, our last part, that is the fourth part, we have a table in which again I put my favorites. That is, I use the class division 2 of 2. Division 2 of 2 is nothing but we set the background color for the division, font size and the color, and we have margin top. Inside the table, we have given different classes for different rows. For the first row and the last row, as you can see here, we have curved edges. So for the first row and the last row, I'll be giving different classes to show that we have curves for them. So for that, I use the class TDBRL and TDBR, that is left and right, in which we have the border radius set as 25 pixels round for the right side and for the left side. This is top, bottom, then below, and then side one. We give the values, and then we insert images. For the first row, we have chocolate vanilla cake. We insert the image. After that, we in the second row we write coffee, and then we insert the image in the second column. Then we again write the name and then the image in the next column. So this is how our table ends. And at last, I'm giving the simple quote: "The love of my family is life's biggest and greatest blessing to me." Now let's see how this runs. So this is the page that we get. This is a navigation bar which is fixed, and this is the background which is fixed for this particular banner. We have the image, CSS skill and HTML skills written, and this is the profile of this. This is linear gradient from left to right, and this is from right to left. Then we have our family members. We can see that the navigation bar is fixed no matter what, and we have hover images above that. And then for the images, we have effects here. This is our family members. Then for my favorites, this is the table. So whenever you roll your mouse cursor, you can highlight what items are there inside it. So this is the end of the fourth experiment. Thank you for watching.